2262.
Part 2 of this trade talks.
He's 22. I'm 62. Okay, part 2.
All right.
Who we got up for part 2?
So we'll start off with, of course, the biggest trade of the whole trade deadline. The Luka trade. Luka landed for the Mavs. It's a 3-team trade.
Yeah.
Luka, it was Lakers received Luka, Max Kleber, and Markieff Morris. They got basically 2 below average role players, and then Luka. And then and then the Mavs received Anthony Davis, Max Christie, that's Doug Christie's son, and a first round pick. That was pretty much useless because that first round pick is going to be in 2029, middle of Luka prime.
Right.
And then the Utah Jazz is Jalen. The Utah Jazz basically they probably just got in there just for the money to work. They got Jalen Hood, Safino, and 2 second-round picks.
Okay, so that was actually on paper, that was a superstar. You call him superstar, Luka superstar. So I'm gonna go with you with that for this scenario. So you got one superstar being swapped for another superstar.
Yeah,
both of them are injury prone.
Yeah,
but one is older, one is in his 30s, and the other one is, is
in
a
mid-20s.
baby. Yeah, for NBA, 25 is young. That's baby land.
Yeah, he haven't hit his prime.
He has not hit his prime. Where Anthony Davis is in his prime,
or about to leave.
With his injuries, he's gonna fall off a cliff most likely.
Yeah.
Okay, so my question to you: why would the Mavericks get rid of that guy Luka?
To tell you the truth,
and he just took him to the finals.
And just took it to the finals. Truthfully, only person who's gonna know that is Mr. Nico, the GM. He's the only one who really gonna know why he's trade Luka. Your star player that you got in NBA, it doesn't come around too often.
Right.
Not stars, superstars.
Not a superstar.
Every year an all-star, every year an all-NBA player. That doesn't come often. He has 5 all-NBAs, 5-time all-star.
Okay.
And 5 back-to-back years.
He's a Euro, so he's an Eastern Euro. So what, he smokes cigarettes or drink or all that kind of stuff?
That's what the Mavs are saying, that he drinks beer before and after the game and smokes cigarettes.
Smokes cigarettes in 2025?
I mean,
and NBA.
I feel like that they're saying those things just to say that trade was somewhat of a relevant. Like, okay, can y'all at least understand where we coming from? I'm not even sure that's 100% true.
Okay, now if he smokes cigarettes,
if it's true,
he gotta go. You're not taking. James Harden, came in during his prime out of shape every season, worked his way in shape like they did back in the 70s. He came. James Harden looked like a biker. This dude is borderline biker look too for an NBA player. He's overweight. He comes in overweight, so.
It's just that if it's true.
So you saying, I think it's the next slotted for that next group of contracts going to be probably somewhere in the $300 million.
Yeah, he's definitely going to get the $300 million, and that new owner may not want to pay that.
I think that's what it is.
That might be just what it is. It's just that the new owner don't want to pay a $300 million contract
for a guy that's smoking sick. I wouldn't want.
And then he hasn't recouped his money fully yet.
On the business side.
On the business side, you want your money back before you start giving out all this money.
Yeah.
But before you give him $250 million, you want to make $1 billion back, and he probably hasn't made that money yet. Because even though you're in the NBA, he has to pay a escrow. He has to pay these fees to get into it. Yeah. Then he has to also pay the owner.
Right. And
then he got and so. NBA is a slow burner big business. Yeah. Because you're selling all this stuff and you're selling the jerseys, but every NBA owner gets a cut of everything.
Well, Dallas fans are also, they like Oklahoma fans. They'll come out, sell out even for a bad product. So a lot of cities don't do that.
Yeah.
But Dallas, I give Dallas that credit. It's a sports town. So you think they're gonna blow that whole team up? Because I got Kyrie Irving.
I feel like they're gonna ride this out until these guys get old. Okay. Because Kyrie just dropped almost a triple double.
Right.
Kyrie's balling. They haven't really had AD yet, and they're hooping somewhat. They beat Boston, I believe.
I think with Kyrie Irving and Anthony Davis,
this could be a good team.
This could make like you were saying, where the owner can recoup his money back. This team, for this season and maybe 2 more seasons
can probably get you some playoffs, maybe even a decent run to the second round.
Right, that's right. And if they get another pieces, it's easy to get pieces in the NBA.
You get a guy who was probably like a 10, and now he moved up to an 18.
Right. Okay, now let's talk about the Lakers side then.
The Lakers, this is a hit or miss to me. You didn't get nothing else. It's a very expensive move, which the Buss family is not a very, very rich family. It's just a famous family.
Okay.
And you have to really pray and hope that this really, because
the rumors are not true. First
one, the rumors are not true.
That he smokes cigarettes.
Secondly, you have to pray that him and LeBron works really, really well together because they both ball dominant people. And 3, you gave up your best defender for a guy who doesn't play defense. Anthony Davis.
Who did that?
Anthony Davis covered a shield over that whole team defensively that everybody thought, AD is so bad defensively or he isn't as good. When you have LeBron who doesn't play defense, you had Austin Reeves who doesn't play no defense. Right. Everybody used to just able to run to the paint, and AD used to basically keep him out the paint. Yeah. Everybody was scared to come to the paint for the Lakers. He's a shot blocker. Yeah, he's a shot blocker, but he's an intimidator too. So people didn't want to go up to lay it up because you didn't know what was going to happen to your shot. Right. So
who did they get to take his spot as far as shot blocker?
So the Lakers made another trade. They made a trade for Mark Williams. And they basically got a steal for that one. They gave up a rookie. Their rookie pick is Dalton Knecht. They gave him up.
Oh, that's not a problem.
Yeah. And they gave him up for Mark Williams. Mark Williams is a good shot blocker, and he's a good lob threat. He's been balling. Everybody's been making a joke saying he's been balling so he can get traded after the Luka trade. Everybody's been balling out to see if they can get Luka. That's the new thing. Like, when you ball out, you still get traded.
Okay, so now the Mavs, they got Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving. Who else they got on that team?
The Mavs got Clay, Anthony Davis.
That's a playoff. That team can actually go deep.
That's if Clay's hitting his shots. Clay's such a hit or miss lately.
Well, after his injury. But check it out. You got three guys. You got Clay, you got Kyrie, and you got Anthony. These are all guys that got rings.
Yep.
These are playoff veterans. Okay. Versus the up and comings like the Memphis, the OKCs. Mm-hmm. These are the good teams this season.
Yep.
But they haven't been tested in the playoffs.
Yeah.
That Dallas team
was battle tested.
That with the players, those 3 players I just mentioned, they can possibly
make a little run and sneak a young team out.
And not only that, this team can sneakily be in the finals.
We'll have to see about that one because
they can sleep with these 3 guys if they can stay healthy, and if Clay can just get you 18 in the playoffs, and then have 1 or 2 great nights, if called upon, and because the West is a lot of talent, but it's not proven talent. In the playoffs, you got the regular season, and then you got the playoffs. It's 2 different seasons.
Yeah, that's true.
Down on the Lakers, I still look at that team with LeBron. As long as LeBron is on that team and he gets the minutes he gets, that's an old team just by him having bit. I mean, don't get me wrong. LeBron is LeBron, but it's still an old team.
That's true. All right, let's get to the last trade, the De'Aaron Fox and the Zach LaVine trade. The Spurs received De'Aaron Fox and Jordan McClung. The Kings received Zach LaVine, City Sicado, 3 first-round picks, 3 second-round picks. Wow. And the Bulls received Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter, Trey Jones, and a first-round pick from the Spurs for this year.
The Spurs
and the Kings also received the Hornets' first-round pick for this year.
Okay, they're building that. The Spurs are building that team like they did in the run with the Tim Duncan run.
Yeah,
they got that big man. They got that big Frenchman. Mm-hmm. Okay, they got an older version of they got Chris Paul, who is
he's there,
right? But they got a point guard.
Yeah, and
wherever Chris go, he makes the team better.
That's true.
And they have fit their win-loss just with Chris Paul.
Yeah,
and now they got that Kyrie Irving.
Yeah,
with De'Aaron Fox.
De'Aaron Fox first game there was a triple-double.
Yeah, they got that Kyrie Irving now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so they got